And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Logan basketball for the first time in this 2010-2011 season. The Logan Wildcats here on January 14th are going to finally have their season home opener here at Willie Akers Arena. This is Tony Lane alongside with John Foster on WVSportsNet.com. Well, John, we've been waiting on this one for quite some time. We got Wheeling Park #1 in the state and Logan #7, the top 10 matchup, North versus South. It doesn't get any better than this.
No, it don't, Tony. Especially, looking down the road, this is a good matchup to have in early January just to see exactly where your basketball team might stand.
This is actually a rematch of last year's state finals or state semifinals. Logan obviously being the victors in that one, as they are the defending 3A state champions, led by head coach Mark Hatcher, and on the other end of the court there will be head coach Michael Jabaya for the Wheeling Park Patriots. And they've had a tough schedule, and they've beat a lot of tough opponents. And no easy task for the Logan Wildcats, but on the flip side, no easy task for the Patriots of Wheeling Park.
No, these two teams know each other, Tony. Like you said, they met in the semis last year. I think I was actually at that game at the Civic Center, one of Noah Cottrell's final games. But, for both teams, like I said, early in the year, good contest. Wheeling Park didn't drive all the way down here, Tony, just come down here and play flat. I feel like we're going to get an A game, good performance from them. Be interesting. Logan, man, they've took their lumps, haven't they, early in the season here, Tony? So it'd be interesting to see how they come out.
That's a very good point, John, as John's hinting at there. Although 2-0 against teams inside the state of West Virginia, they are 4-3 on the season, as they've lost all three losses coming at a tournament in South Carolina, where they lost by 6 to Irmo, South Carolina. A graduating class each year of over 2,000 plus students, and what I understand, they were top 5 in the state. So a very, very big deal for the Wildcats to even be down there to represent West Virginia, but to go against a school like that and only come away by 6, they followed it up with 2 losses to 2 big Georgia schools. Tough schedule, and like Hatcher told us in the preseason, John, there's a reason he does it, so that way he's ready for games just like tonight.
That's exactly right. You got to play in big games to be familiar with big games, Tony. You can't be just playing cupcakes all year and then get to the state tournament and expect your guys to be hardened, and ready. So I like what Hatch does. We got a couple of schools that do that. They're not afraid to play anybody, and their win-loss record may not look good, but their level of competition and the way their boys rise throughout the year playing against that level of competition, that's what it's all about.
And Wheeling Park still having a little bit of bitter taste in their mouth. They may be #1 in the state, but I guarantee you all the seniors and juniors that were on the squad last year, they remember going down to Charleston and losing to this Logan Wildcat team last year. And barring Noah Cottrell, Logan essentially brings back the whole team. I know that's a big chunk to lose in a Noah Cottrell state player of the year. But, you get Trevor Andrews, you get a year of experience and all your other boys that are coming back. So Logan, all the defending state champions, they're one of the few favorites to, win it again this year. Wheeling Park on the other side here being one of those other few.
Most of the teams in the North, Tony, we don't get to read a lot about them, just because that's not our news region. But, I'd say they play pretty good basketball up there. They're not ranked #1 for no reason. So I expect, we're watching them here in warm-ups, a lot of athletic guys jumping around, at or above the basket. So, be interesting. I'm excited. Logan's first time on WVSportsNet.com, and, we wish them the best. We talked about it before. We are kind of homers. So we'll try to keep it as even as we can tonight.
Yeah, this will be our first game from the field house. We were able to catch them against Brook Point, but that don't count. That's in Madison. Everyone wants to call it a home game, but I don't know, unless they're down here. And as I guess we'll have to find out from this. I haven't seen the laser show, but apparently there's a laser show. If you didn't know that, I saw you. I ruined the surprise for everybody. This is completely different in atmosphere. There's no home crowd advantage at Madison Civic Center. They travel well as Logan normally does, but nothing can prepare you as Wheeling Park for a 4,000 strong audience in attendance here at Willie Akers Arena. Traditionally a sold-out crazy house.
Oh, you can expect it. It's going to be wild because that first game, Tony, the Preston game, it got canceled due to weather. So outside them playing in the Madison Civic Center, they played basketball for a month and a half outside the state of West Virginia. So, yeah, you can expect the Wildcat faithful to be here tonight.
Yes, and I know as being defending state champions in Class 3A, these fans probably have been chomping at the bit. We mentioned they travel well, but let's face it, they don't bring 4,000 every game. There's going to be a few more making that little short trip over here to the island, as the locals call it down here. Absolutely incredible athletic facility. I mean, this is about as top of the line as it gets for public schools, especially in the state of West Virginia. Being an Alderson Broadus man and you being a West Liberty guy, have you ever seen anything like the locker room these boys have back here to go to every day?
No, I wish I had something like that, Tony. I tell you, it was really nice. Like you said, AB and West Lib, both WVIAC schools, and I don't know that their locker rooms could even touch Logan's.
I know AB's can't. I mean, it's not like they're horrible. I mean, it just goes, they have a conference room in this one, for goodness sakes. Like leather rolly chairs, like the 800-inch plasma TV. I mean, computer lab for the kids to work on their studies and stuff like that.
You start winning a couple AAA titles, Tony. I'd say that's what puts them, them type of facilities around. And, our hats off to Mark Hatcher for all he's able to do. Like you said, it's a public school. It's not like he's got, he's got 6-7 footers walking through the door every day. He's got to take what the grades give him, and, he makes the best of it.
You're absolutely right. Wheeling is a little more populated than what it is down here in Logan. A little more to choose from. You got Wheeling Catholic, and you got, well, I guess that's about it. Up in Wheeling Park and Wheeling Catholic. Two pretty good schools to choose from, though. But Wheeling as an area, just pretty populated right up there by the Ohio River.
Yeah, you got
a lot more schools up around that way.
Yeah, you got Follinsby and Brook and, some other surrounding schools that are in the suburbs of Wheeling.
Coming out of Ohio County, I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken there. A little geography.
All that's free here in the pregame. We ain't going to charge you for that.
I'm kind of excited because being from Northeast Ohio, where I was from, Wheeling, West Virginia is one of the only few cities that I grew up on the dairy farm up there. That's the only town in West Virginia I ever really knew about. So this is kind of exciting. I've never seen a Wheeling team, never seen a game down here at Willie Acres Arena. And I'm going to go back to this later show because I'm pumped. I can't wait.
It's an exciting atmosphere, Tony. I don't think the Logan Wildcats or the fans, are going to let you down tonight. I expect to see, a lot of passion out on the court. That's one thing Hatcher always asks out of his boys is 110 all the time. And if you ain't got 110, I want 115. He's always asking for a little bit more. So it'll be real exciting. Like you said, I'm like you. I guess we're just pumped, finally to be here. All the weather seems like it's broke for a while, and good night of basketball. Top 10 matchup in AAA.
And again, this broadcast, has been made possible with Coach Mark Hatcher giving us that all access that he's been so awesome at giving us WVSN this whole season. And also, I'd like to take a special time to thank one of the junior high coaches, Jeff Williamson, who's done leapt over bounds and leaps to get over here and take very good care of us. So, Jeff, when you're watching this, we do thank you. We don't thank you enough, but we're going to make this one official out to the public. Yeah. Jeff Williamson, if you see him, if you're Logan, and you like what we do, thank that man and Coach Hatcher and all the Logan coaching staff for help making this possible. We wouldn't be doing it without their help. Just wanted to get that in there real quick while it's fresh off the brain. Can't thank everybody. If we didn't get you, trust me, we appreciate you. That's just how many people help us out.
I know it's great, Tony, when you come in and we do it for the kids. We tell people all the time, we're not here for Tony and John. We hope, we talked about it in private the other day, Tony. If one thing we can get out of this, if we can send one kid to school, just by him, maybe a small school somewhere around the nation, we're on the World Wide Web, would happen to click on and see a kid and give him a shot, to play athletics at the next level and pay for his education, it makes it all worth it, Tony.
That's right, and that's exactly what this is about. There ain't nearly enough recognition that goes to the Southern West Virginia. Actually, we are the West Virginia Sports Network for the whole state of West Virginia. There's not near enough recognition for the whole state of West Virginia and its athletics. Me being in, growing up in Ohio and living in South Carolina for 2 years, it's not right for what West Virginia's produced over the years. I mean, goodness sakes, they have the NBA logo. And we're excited. I mean, this has been an absolutely awesome year. I can't be happier with my partner over here, John Foster, of course. And
we have a blast doing it, Tony.
Oh, man, it's an escape. This is a hobby. I felt bad for everybody worked up. I talked at the car lot today because in the back of my mind I was like, Logan, 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Count it down.
26 seconds and counting.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an exciting place to be. There's not very many high school venues, Tony, that you can go to that will seat 4,000 people, you know, and be right on top of them like they are here in Logan.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. They are on top of you here. It's a pit.
Yes, it is.
The most thing I like most about this court is here on the left side of your screen, they have the VIP seating, and they have, like, literally an upper deck balcony. You know, and this gym has been here for quite some time. Willie Akers, if some of you are wondering who Willie Akers is, that was he had many state championships down here at Logan, but more importantly, why most people probably recognize him or remember him is because he was the roommate to one Jerry West up at WVU on them really good WVU teams up there. I think he made the Final Four, that Final Four team up there, and been an awesome contributor to Logan Athletics. As you can see, you don't do nothing for Logan to get your name on the court.
yeah, they ain't gonna put it there for no reason.
Absolutely. I know we're rambling tonight.
Well, it's just great.
Electricity.
You know, it's the first time in a week, Tony. We've been on the air, and you know we get to come here and see a top 10 AAA matchup, like you said, North versus South. What are you going to see? You know, tell two tapes. You know, when we talk to Coach Hatcher, you know, 1 minute is Wildcats are on a high, and then the next minute, you know, they're real low, and he's looking for a little consistency out of his bunch. You know, and it's a good way to get consistent when you finally come home to play, Tony. You know, it's a good comfort being in your house.
Absolutely. You know, nothing like the good home cooking. As you can see, Wheeling Park coming out now here in the red jerseys there. Logan's going to be here in your white ones to the right, but we're going to pause right back, and we're going to come back here with your starting lineups before Logan Wildcats versus Wheeling Park Patriots on WVSportsNet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.